Child, we are at it again, honey. And this time, we're taking the Queen's Supreme Court live show down to the Riviera Maya in Mexico. Now, girl, y'all already know how we went down there to the Dominican Republic last year and tore them people down. Baby, we let the Dominican Republic have it, baby. Mexico, it's y'all turn, and y'all better get ready. Mark your calendars, July 10th through the 15th. You need to rush over there to www.qscvacations.com. That's qscvacation.com to get your tickets. Everything is included, baby. Food, drinks, and lodging, girl. All you got to do is get there. So come on. Don't meet me there, bitch. Beat me there. Down to the bar in Mexico. Yes, God, honey. Is it on? Is it on, honey? Is this bitch recording? What's up, YouTube land, Twitter land, Instagram land, Snapchat, Grindr, Scruff, BGC, Jack, Facebook, Periscope, and last but not least, every single one.
How many?
Every single one. Every single one of my bitches. Christian Mingle and the lands all across the land. This is your girl T.S. Madison. I'm coming to you loud, live, and always and forever in color from the marvelous chateau. And welcome to the Queen's Supreme.
Which one?
The Queen's Supreme.
Which one is it?
The Queen's Supreme Court podcast, girl. We ain't done one of these in about 2-3 weeks, Craig. Child Craig been late every week to the damn place.
That's not why we haven't done it.
Can't show up to work because he over there putting out them damn cookbooks, honey. Everybody buys Craig some book out there. Everybody know the spec. Somebody say in the car. Craig got a whole heap of shit going on out there, girl. I don't really know what's going on in Craig's world. It's a whole heap of shit going on out there in the world. But you know, one day we'll get it together soon and very soon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen, let me tell y'all something. Our little itty bitty small tiny whiny don't mean shit, ain't nobody's shit ass show. Basement show have been pulling in the girls, baby. Mm-hmm. And baby, one of the girls that we done snatched in, honey, all the way. All the way. All the way. From Andy Cohen's couch all the way down here to the basement one that we done sucked them spirits when they pull her down, child. All the way from Andy Cohen's couch. Bravo Network, honey. And from that practice that she got over there healing the sick. Ladies and gentlemen. Healing the sick. Healing the sick and shut in. I know you do, T. Cause listen, I know you do, T. Because I seen you do. I seen you do some teethies on some peoples. That's why I said you healing the sick, because they was the sick and shut in. I know their guns was shut in on them. Dr. Heavenly. We're gonna have a bigger applause for that when we get up there. All right, let's open it up. Dr. Heavenly, girl, tell us where it all started, girl. How you got started?
How did I get started and what?
How did you get started getting into the television field?
Because I'm so much more than that. So when y'all say how did I get started, right. I got so many other things going on.
You've been practicing
for 22 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Always in Atlanta?
Yeah. Well, I started in Memphis. My husband did his first residency in Memphis, Tennessee, and we moved here, and I started my first practice here in Atlanta in 2001.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So I've been here for a minute.
Here.
Yeah. I've been here for a minute. Sure have.
So in your in the time frame that you have been doing your practice and other stuff, what made you say, you know what? Because you got a big personality. I've watched your personality on TV. So what made you say, I'm gonna go ahead and agree to get on reality TV?
Well, I'll tell you, the first set, I did the pilot with Mariah. I did the pilot. Okay. The first season, I was like, this is gonna mess up my practices.
I was thinking the same thing.
I was thinking like, I know I don't watch reality TV, but I know it has a negative connotation to it. So when she finally sold it, I was like, I can't do that, you know. But the first season, I think they had like 2.4 total million viewers. My business hat came on. And so Bravo reached out to me at my practice and they said, well, will you do it? I said, I don't know. They said, call Dr. Jackie, see if it affected her practice in a negative way.
Okay.
Called her. She said it was a good thing. And last but not least, I asked my husband. He's very reserved. If y'all know him, he's very reserved. And he said, Heavenly, I think you'd be amazing at that. You got the mouth. Yeah. He said you got the personality. You got the thick skin. Yeah. He said, y'all do this. He said, that's easy for you, so you might as well do it.
But it's interesting that you say that because I remember the first season that it was coming on, and I'm good friends with a guy named Terrence. He used to be Cynthia Bailey's, Terrence Staunton. He used to be Cynthia Bailey's assistant over at the Bailey Agency. Okay. And he put me onto the show because I didn't know any. I'm not really big on reality.
Well, they got
TV.
the fighting.
Right. Oh. So when it first came on, I remember thinking like, if I was looking for a dentist or if I was a woman and I was looking for an OBGYN, I don't think I would use a woman that's on TV carrying on like that, fighting. Right. But, I will say, I did. But what I will tell you is,
because you were up in Queen.
No, I'm just saying, like, let me tell
you something, Dr. Hill. I'm gonna cut Craig off.
Let him finish though. He got a testimony. He got a testimony because a lot of people probably feel that way until you see my work.
I haven't seen your work. I know you're a dentist. I do know that.
Oh, you haven't seen her work?
I post it. I post it all the time.
I gotta follow you on Instagram.
You ain't looking in the mouths of these girls?
I don't know who her patients are.
I really wish there's a mouth in particular that I wish she would get a hold to, but that ain't.
Oh my God! But what I would say is I became a fan of the show because there's substance to the show. Yeah. Especially like with the breast cancer stuff that you guys implement, and I just really feel like that show has probably saved some people's lives. Women's lives in particular, that may not have normally gone to get a mammogram or whatever. Like there's some professionalism to it.
Absolutely.
And you women are smart. Like
no doubt about that.
And even like I watched the season where you went back home and you talked about the relationship with your mom and the relationship with your sister. I watched this show.
And you ain't looked in these girls' mouths around the town.
He ain't following me on Instagram or nothing at Dr_Heavenly. Everybody need to follow her right now.
Right, that's right. I'm gonna follow you. I will. But I had inboxed you. You didn't even respond to my inbox.
Bitch, you don't follow me. I'm gonna see you if you don't follow me. I don't random people inboxing me.
Before we even let Craig finish telling his testimony, I'd like for you to just give us listeners out there some of the stars who you've repaired their mouth.
I can't do that, girl.
No, I mean the people that you done already did.
I can't really say who I've done. I have a lot of patience.
Well, the people that's posted
I'm not gonna say what I've done on them, but I've had people like Candy, Kenya Moore, Tawanda Braxton.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have seen her.
Evelyn
on the show.
Braxton. Who else?
You ever look at any of these people's mouths and you're like, oh my God, girl, you have not flossed in years.
None of those.
None of those people.
But yeah, we see a lot. We see a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wasn't telling you, sister, the
No, I get it.
Just tell them, let the girls know that you know what I'm saying, you do all the way from A-list down to
And Mama D, she been there.
Yeah, wait a minute.
We hooked up.
She did it recently because her teeth were falling out.
Yeah, that's why by the time she came here to the show,
it was done.
Well, see, I didn't tell y'all that her teeth fell out, but when they did, she called me. Okay. And I put But she did a whole video. It's not like I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We did a video together.
That's how I knew.
Yeah. But it looks good when she.
But no, I didn't do them when they fell out.
Right.
That wasn't me.
You got her after that.
Right.
But no, I really do see how it could boost your business being on that show.
Absolutely, it has.
So you definitely saw like an improvement, and then not even just in your practice. I'm sure you've done ancillary things too. Like I know you did like a dating app or something.
I did a dating app. That was a fail.
Okay.
We didn't finish that because it was too much money and I didn't understand the app or whatever.
I remember when you were doing it.
So I tried the app, but we've done a lot of different things.
Yeah.
I mean, but the main thing, I can't find that they make more money than dentistry. That's just, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make, it's not worth my time to do anything else.
My teeth were all at the bottom. I spent $5,000 just to have this stuff, a little bit of stuff I had done.
And that's pretty reasonable when it comes to dentistry. That's not a whole lot.
$5,000, but this was coming from a girl who ain't have $5,000 to spare. I had got that. What's that?
Care credit.
Care credit. Yeah.
I'm still paying them. That was 10 years ago.
Now they got Green Sky. Green Sky go up to $65,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, like, for all of the people who want teeth like Nene, do you recommend people to go and get?
What's wrong with Nene? See, Craig, this some messy shit. Craig,
no. I'm not.
What's wrong with Nene?
Listen, everybody's different. I think they're just like the big asses. the people want. I would never get a big ass, but some people want the big fake white teeth. Not saying that hers are like that. I'm saying that.
Well, they are, but
no, I'm not. Saying that.
No, you're not saying that. I am.
You see, that's why I'm gonna jump in here and slice this queen up, honey.
No, I'm just being honest. You all have. No. Dr. Heavenly didn't say that. I'm saying. Now you know her teeth are toilet bowl white. Now if I ever have my teeth completely
people
done,
like that. Some people like gold teeth. Some people like tattoos. I would never get a tattoo. Everybody different.
I don't have tattoos either.
I'm saying everybody different. I'm saying it's not right or wrong.
I dated a dentist many years ago.
I want y'all to know that Craig is so messy.
I'll tell you off of here. I can't tell you.
Tell me now. You told the people name. Damn it, tell them. Nobody know them. Shit, you done said everybody else name.
I said I'm gonna tell you.
No, tell me who Henry who?
That is not his
What's
name.
What's his name? He's a dentist. I know him. He
Joe
black.
Henry from
Augusta.
He in Atlanta.
He's in Atlanta.
I know him. What's his name?
I'm not telling you.
I'm gonna tell you his name. I know who it is.
Okay, who? If you say it, I'm gonna. Well, say it. If you say, but you want me to say it?
Damn Skippy. Don't nobody know who you are.
Tell him about Joe Henry down there from Augusta, Georgia.
But what he told me years ago was, he said it's not really smart to veneer all your teeth. Try to hold on to your your actual cavity for as long as you can.
Your cavity,
like your actual, well, not
no.
cavity, but your actual teeth. Like you should hold on to that as long as you can.
It depends on what you got going on. If you're trying to be fly and fancy, I mean, you add an ass, might as well get you some teeth. I sell teeth, so I'm not the one to ask whether you should get veneers or not. Because the answer is, I'm selling insurance. What you need? You need an insurance policy, right? I'm selling teeth. You need them. It make you beautiful. Whatever makes you feel good, darling. You know what I'm saying? If I'm selling hair,
that's your business.
Damn it, you need some hair, right?
I got you.
Craig, don't you start reading Nene about her teeth.
No, I'm not reading her about her teeth. I'm not.
I'll tell you why I don't want you to do that, because Nene coming on our show.
And you know what? When y'all say stuff, people don't be wanting to fuck with y'all.
Coming to the show. I forgot I had a surprise.
Did I say that?
Oh, okay. I'm not talking about the lady's teeth. I'm just saying you can tell the lady.
That's right.
You can tell the lady's teeth is done. What I'm saying is, I don't think your teeth. For me, I wouldn't want my teeth to look done.
Craig, that's
people hair look done. Right. Come on now, people no. Spend that money.
But
they do.
But hair looking done is different from it looking like a wig.
But Craig,
it look like a wig. The women want it to look like a wig.
That's right. And this is the thing.
Shit, you got life messed up. Everybody, that's a wig.
This definitely a wig. No, that's rude.
That's a wig. That nigga there got some shit in his head. But I do think that a lot of people do things to make them to enhance their beauty, and it's all them.
So
but I mean, as long as you're taking care of your teeth, they'll last a long lifetime.
Right.
You know.
So are there any regrets that you have about doing reality TV?
Not at all. You know why? Is you gonna let me talk to you? Right. Or you gonna just interrupt?
Oliver over here, listen, put the top back on that plate. You don't know nothing about my mama. My mama's
y'all gonna eat or y'all gonna talk? What y'all gonna do?
We gonna talk. My mama will come around that corner with that top off that pan and burn you down.
So I was asking, do you have any regrets about doing reality TV? Because you said it was a plus
sometimes when I watch it, I cringe. I do, because when I get into it, somebody and I know I hurt their feelings. You know, we from Miami.
That's right.
And our skin is really thick, but our clapbacks are too strong. I mean, like you say, like you pinch me and I knock the hell out you. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I had that bad.
Do you think that they've ever edited you in a negative light, where you look mean or you look insensitive or anything like that?
I think sometimes I look mean, sometimes I look insensitive, because sometimes I am. I think they actually clean it up.
Yeah,
honestly.
You don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay.
I do care. I do.
Not when somebody that made you mad.
If you, and I think that's everybody. Just for example, if y'all watching the show, y'all saw Contessa. Contessa been mild mannered. She real nice. You said somebody a man. She said you the biggest bitch. I was like, oh my God. I had to clutch my purse. Like, bitch, she don't even talk like that. That makes you think that everybody's human. Everybody's a person. People are people, and we get angry.
Right. So when you first started when you first started the show, were you friends with any of these people?
Absolutely. Like you say, Eugene and Damon worked together. Okay. My husband and Toya's husband worked together. They had been to some parties. I met Mariah, I think first through Toya, and I met Quad through Mariah, and then you kind of before the show, and then I met Jackie and Simone actually on the show.
So are there women that you actually have fun with and spend time with outside of taping?
Jackie.
Okay.
I go to church with her. We didn't go today, but we go to church.
What church I go to? New Bird?
Oh, you're wrong.
I don't know. I want to go to New Bird.
I don't know why she said that.
Because I said
we
that
go to Creflo.
We were talking about Creflo the other week.
Don't say nothing bad about
I'm not gonna. No, I want to ask you. I'm not gonna say anything bad. Go ahead.
We ain't gonna say nothing bad about Creflo and Taffy.
They didn't think that was really her name. And
But
I
I did
her
find
name
out
is
that
Taffy.
Creflo real name was not Creflo in the beginning.
Stop.
Hold on, let me get the
Get the receipts.
the real name.
While you pull that up.
Y'all,
Is
I'm
it?
about to go home.
All
Y'all
right,
gonna go.
okay, well forget
Yeah, leave
that.
that man
Is it
alone.
true
I
that
just
you
wanna
have to
know
show
about
your
the
W-2s?
No. I ain't never showed mine.
Are you a tithe paying?
I am. I go to church. I'm a member.
Okay.
No, that ain't true.
Because I had
No.
heard that the
There's
members.
a lot of shit out there that ain't true. So some people have some receipts on my man. This shit ain't true.
Right.
Stuff be not true. People make stuff up, and y'all gotta be smarter than that.
So
Y'all
you
don't
said
see no damn
receipts
thing.
on my man. Speaking of that, not even that, but somebody
lie.
said something about Mariah being on coke. Quad. Do you think that's true, or do you think she just
They
said
said
that in a
that-
I
heated
do
moment?
not have a
Wait,
comment
they
for
said
you
what?
on that.
Quad. Huh?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't have a comment.
Oh.
What did they say, Chris?
Quad has said accused Mariah of using coke, and so I was asking her.
Y'all
if
some
she-
messy motherfucker. I'm about to go home. I don't have nothing to do with this.
This is my
Dr.
thing.
Heavenly says she's not commenting on that because she's not gonna lie.
Okay, well this is my thing.
Ooh.
People need
You
to
made just tell me.
Don't you do
That's
that.
what you just
Stop
said.
that shit. What is his name?
Craig.
Shut up, Craig, shut the hell up. We're not talking to Craig no more. I'm talking to
you.
you.
Don't act like that.
Don't do that.
See, Craig over here
you
trying
just
to
tried
cook
to
it up.
make it seem like some mess. Now you gonna
No,
get
no,
my
no.
ass whooped. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't seen nobody do nothing.
That's right.
Heavenly, no, that's what I said. I said you weren't gonna speak on that because you're not gonna lie. That was what you said.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't have a comment.
I'm telling y'all, this should be watched.
Y'all stop that.
I'm serious.
I'm through with
So
Craig.
we okay.
Oh, Heavenly,
So
don't
Dr.
do me
Heavenly-
like that.
So let's go back to the whole thing that you from Miami.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Okay. So what part of Miami did you originate from?
Carroll City.
Hey!
You know, I went to Miami, New Orleans, so I'm over there, Scott Park.
Oh, baby,
you know,
listen.
over there. So
That-
178 Terrace.
that
Y'all went
Mount
down
Lethal.
there? Yeah,
That
we
Mount
right there.
Lethal.
We right there. We in the hood. We
That
a
Mount
little bit.
Lethal.
Yeah.
It's a little education over there,
Yeah.
but you know.
That mouth lethal.
Yeah, you know what? And my mouth is mild compared to the people I come from. They think I really ain't got nothing for you.
That
I
mouth
mean,
lethal. That mouth lethal.
My husband went to Miami. He said, "Oh, that's why you act like that."
Yeah, they don't understand that. They don't get it.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about Miami, do you feel that it has been gentrified too much?
It is a definite melting pot. When you go to Miami now, it's Haitians, it's Cubans, but I like that. I like the melting pot.
But sister, listen, when they start like talking about Miami and they start putting, narratives about Miami, it's all from a Hispanic perspective,
Right.
Which burns me up.
Well, it is Hispanic now.
But
It's
it
more
ain't
than-
always
than-
been
no,
that
it
way.
hasn't, but it is now. So we have to go with what the now.
But I'm talking about the then though, like the then, like
You wanna
they,
go
they
back.
never ever lean back. Like, girl, we was
Yeah, Luke's
Lucas
on the beach.
Campbell, yes, girl.
Strawberries.
Lucius.
How old are you? We gonna get it together.
Girl, Lucius.
Oh Lord, I ain't been there. That's a little bit for me.
Madison's
Oh
42.
Lord, the Rolex.
The Rolex.
That's a strip club.
Yeah, I'm 42. Yeah, Rolex. Girl, like the time, like I lost my.
What the hell do he be looking at now? What? All of them, I'm gonna need you to stop now. I like to
See,
play with
Oliver from Fort Lauderdale.
I like to play with him.
Listen,
He's so
sister, Oliver from Fort Lauderdale. He don't know nothing about the real Miami. And I'm from down south.
He a cow from Broward, huh?
Oh my God.
That's what they say.
That's what they used to say about it.
They used to say.
But
You
I'm
never
from
heard
down
that?
south.
You from South Miami?
Not south. I'm from Perrine Gould.
Oh,
area.
okay. You think you something down there? They fancy.
But
down there.
I give you y'all G's, girl. You know, when you talk about Miami, the first place is Carroll City,
Carroll
Open
City,
Locker.
Open Locker.
You know, that's what it is.
They
Now,
say Overtown is not the same, right?
no.
I ain't been there, but Overtown used to be the hood,
Really?
7th Street. I used to live on 7th Street. I
So,
did. Then an apartment, I think our apartment was $200 a month.
A month.
For a 1-bedroom.
Wow.
Overtown.
I'm talking about Overtown a long time ago. This is the hood, the bottom of the hood,
Overtown.
the hood.
Right.
Like across the street, they selling drugs. They got the
Overtown.
hoes over here.
You said
Right.
Overtown, girl.
And I used to walk to school, Riverside Elementary School. Sure did.
I thought she said shit. No, I used to walk the streets. She used to walk.
Oh,
the
no, I
school.
ain't never walked the street.
I did. Over there in Liberty City,
Oh,
honey.
no, I ain't do
You
that.
know, but You know, my thing is like that's if you want me to be angry about anything that they talk about Miami is when they just show a whole Hispanic, like it's just a Hispanic culture, and I just be like, girl, y'all got to like.
It didn't used to always
and then
be that way.
like, girl, I'm not Spanish, but I'm just by default I'm Spanish.
Right.
But
so we all know some Spanish.
Yeah, habla español porque soy de Miami.
See,
you can't.
Do you go back to Miami often? Because
no, I don't. My mom lives here.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So my sister lives here.
If I get my mama up here, I wouldn't go back there because I know my brothers will come or whatever. My mama don't want to stay up here. My mom comes up here. She stays with me for months.
Really?
But she don't want to. You know, she don't want to leave. I think that here it's better opportunities for African American people.
Absolutely. Ain't shit in Miami. I'm just gonna put
listen,
that
and if you black in Miami, girl, if you ain't buy anything, bilingual, bisexual, honey, bisexual, bitch, you done.
Yeah, Atlanta is definitely the mecca for black professionals.
Yeah,
I mean, it just is.
Now, what other place do you think, like, if you didn't open up your practice here in Atlanta, what other place would you?
Me and my husband, we actually looked at Nashville. We lived there for a while. Charlotte.
You have to go to Nashville.
Yeah, Charlotte. We lived in Memphis for a while. I didn't like Memphis.
I don't like Memphis.
I didn't like Memphis. Sorry, Quad. I didn't like Memphis. Memphis was real hood. It was like either you were poor, or you were rich.
Absolutely.
There was
There's
no
in between. Yeah.
It was like curly perms and gold teeth still.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
it is.
Came Michelle from there.
Well, I don't want no problems. I don't know. It's a nice place. Shit.
Right. So is your practice out this way? Or?
Actually, I own 9 practices. I sold 7, so I had a non-compete. So now I'm in Duluth.
Okay.
I'm in Duluth, which is, that's
so
40, 50
do you
minutes
float between them? Or
I did. I only have one now. One now. I'm in that one.
Damn.
We do a lot of advanced prosthetics.
Okay.
I work with a lot of different labs. And
is
stuff.
your clientele or your patient base pretty diverse, or is it pretty much?
It's diverse. It's diverse. I don't see any Medicaid or anything like that. Just simply because we were trained to serve the underserved.
Yeah.
I just don't have time because I only work three half days a week.
And it takes too long to get your money back.
No. Your money come relatively quickly.
Okay.
Medicaid used to pay very well. Here lately, with whatever the politics, they actually reduced their fees about 40%.
Okay.
So it's not even really worth it. Then, I ain't gonna say that, but they bring 5-6 people with them, and
sitting in the lobby
and all of that. It's a lot. And I'm not saying nothing bad because I try to volunteer, but as far as like seeing them, I just can't right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So she don't really cater to the Medicaid girls. So you girls got to come in there with y'all money, either y'all TV money.
And your do you accept
your
insurance?
Certain insurances, no HMOs though.
Right.
No HMOs, no CMO.
It's because I got Am Better. Is that bad?
Oh yeah.
She doesn't accept you.
You don't take Am Better? Well, I'm tired of them hoes charging me $400, $450.
Y'all pay that much because they don't pay us anything. So y'all need to just save y'all money up and then go on and just pay.
And just go pay out of pocket.
It's because you come in there, they got missing tooth clauses. So if you're missing a tooth, they're not gonna cover.
Right.
Or a waiting list. So you got to pay up your $400 before that. I'm saying a lot of different insurances.
Yeah.
And better, I don't take that. That's just like, well, I ain't gonna say that.
Say it because I don't know.
It's just like
But
what?
it's just like a Medicaid that you're paying for.
Yeah.
The fees are about the same.
Because when I bought my insurance,
I don't want to see that.
When I bought my insurance,
But you're paying for it. That's the difference. But you got the same thing that the people who don't pay get.
Well, I need something.
You need something else. Go on and get your Blue Cross Blue Shield, MetLife, Humana, something like that.
So I just got to call up Blue Cross and Blue Shield and say, listen,
Absolutely.
I had better.
But now they got like open enrollment seasons and stuff. You got to really get it at a different time. You just can't switch your
can't just
insurance
open up,
at any
yeah.
time. You have to wait till the open enrollment and
Yeah.
say, hey, you know what? I want a plan that's a PPO or, a traditional plan.
Because I've been on Am Better for a year now.
It's working for you?
Yeah, it's
Well,
okay.
then, yeah,
But
then
I
it
mean,
working.
because see, when now that I'm talking to a doctor of a high caliber, girl, because any doctor of high, that's taking $10,000 to do your front 2 teeth is a rich hoe.
Well,
that goes from man, woman, to child. If a doctor charging you $10,000 for 2 front teeth, bitch, you're not even in that person's tax bracket, bitch.
I mean, we definitely doing better than the OBGYNs of the show.
I thought
was that wrong to say?
I thought you weren't being messy. Now you didn't took a nasty left turn to do that.
Her people, they doing
You
well.
took a nasty left turn
That was not,
to say
sorry, I
that.
take that back then.
But we already know. We already know you make more money now.
Dennis, I told a nigga one time, shit, the way I be in your mouth, I need to be a dentist.
Why did he look like he's so disturbed?
I ain't even know I was speaking of ministry. I was like, nigga, the way I be in your mouth, nigga, I'm supposed to be a dentist.
Oh,
And when I
y'all stop.
When I finally got the bottom of these teeth fixed, And I paid $5,550 and some change. I said, God damn, y'all ain't do nothing but pulling the bitches out, filing out, and put some other teeth on. Man, shit.
Have you ever thought about maybe doing like a business collaboration with any of the other ladies, like investments?
Absolutely. Dr. Contessa and I and Quad have thought, we might fall out, but thought about doing, like, I love the idea of the car wash where you can actually go eat and drink.
Yeah.
So I saw somebody do that. I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, they used to have one down on
a
like
car wash
14th,
where you
I
can
think
eat,
it was.
but you making money off the liquor. But, you get the nice
Girl,
cars.
y'all gonna leave the car wash having these people with accident. Over there, dead drunk off.
Oh, I didn't think about that, but hey, you know what? Sign a waiver, and we gonna watch your car. I mean, you ain't gonna be there long enough to get drunk if because your car finished. Call T Madison, your car ready. You need to. You ain't gotta have time but one drink.
At the car wash.
They may get like a full detail. It work.
Well, that's gonna be an hour. If you can get drunk in an hour, come on now. Y'all take it and sip it. We gonna water the drinks down. That's what we gonna do.
Yeah, you gonna do it like they do down there to that old lady game.
Are there things that you wish that you all would be better at? Like in terms of collaborating or in terms of black women professionals that you think maybe you could be better?
I think that some of the ladies on the show are very ambitious, and some of them just are not. And all they do is down the ambition of the other ladies. That's what I think.
Are you talking about?
Don't go to
at one couch and the other couch. Look at my after show. I say it. I don't like not say it.
Let her listen. Tonight we're gonna let Dr. Hip because this is a Bravo world. She's not a VH1 Love and Hip Hop girl. You know what? Those girls don't mind. I
don't mind.
No.
I knew where you were going
I'm
with
just
that.
joking.
But we all know that Bravo has a different type of class than VH1.
We
know
actually,
this.
I don't know anything about those ladies, so I'm not down on them. But I'm saying we are actually real professionals, educated women, and I think that people are people. I mean, from Miami, if you say some things, I'm gonna know what it is.
Right. So let her throw her subtle shade and let everybody catch the subtle shade. Don't try to dig. Listen, that's just the art of being shade and being messy.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times men don't know how to throw shade and they just go directly at it. It's an art to it, and it has to be humorous. And if it's humorous, you can get away with murder.
Yeah. Right.
And that's what I do. I get away with murder because I don't go straight at it. It's for you to think about it and come home and say,
Just like I talked about the drinks at the old lady game.
I love them.
I do too. Just not the drinks down there.
Have you eaten there?
Y'all stop. No. Let's not do that. We're not going to do that.
She hasn't even eaten there. That's what I'm saying. You don't even come to the city.
So God is good. And,
you know what?
I ain't had nobody.
Oh, shit, I'm going home. Who the hell is that?
There's the door, Dad.
Y'all scared me. Somebody about to whip my ass. I'm about to go. I know how y'all do.
But I saw that your husband just opened up a
surgical center.
This is for back, right?
It's non-ambulatory. He does all types of pain, chronic pain, back pain, neck pain, any kind of pain.
And where is it?
Pain. It's in Roswell Pain Specialist, and he has a non-ambulatory surgical center, which is a big deal. It's like owning a hospital. So not only do you get to do the procedures, you put them on the surgical side and do the surgical procedures in charge at different people.
So when did it open? It just aired on the show, but when? Because the show
we've been working on that for a while. It's been a lot of money and it's a long process to get approved to be a surgical center. So we've been working on that for a while.
And he's the only black.
He's the 100% owner with his wife.
But he's the only black doctor that has his own.
I don't know.
I
think so though. Okay. Honestly, I don't know another one that has one.
Right.
I don't know.
It seems like I remember him saying that on the show.
I don't see another black.
Right.
There's
That's
other pain
awesome.
docs, but I don't know another that because it's expensive to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a long process.
So, do you think your kids are gonna go into medicine?
Yes, I know both my sons' majors are pre-med. I've been trying to talk to them about dentistry, but definitely. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And your daughter, is she still singing?
She been doing a lot of things. She's done some acting. She was on the movie Little. She does singing. She did fashion.
I didn't see it, but I remember that movie. Yeah.
She's done fashion, but she all over the place. So I guess she got time.
So when you negotiate your contracts, did you feel like once you got into television that you needed to have an agent, or is that something that you and your husband just kind of?
You definitely need an attorney because there are a lot of language there that I did not understand. Right. So anything, any contract you sign, you need somebody to look over for you.
Because the contract, the verbiage that I looked at over. Well, we'll talk about it after.
Right.
Have you ever gotten to a season where you're like, I don't know if I really want to do this because they weren't really offering you what you think you should get
The
paid.
interesting thing is they do pay better now. Initially, it was hardly anything, but if you look at the benefit in your business,
Absolutely.
It's actually worth it.
Right.
Yeah, because I heard, and this is not me being.
And that's why I don't understand why some people don't promote their business.
I don't understand it either.
You know
now
why?
you talk about Candy, that's what she's doing. That's why I love her.
She went in through
I
the
love
door
her.
doing that.
I don't know what else she
But
doing
let me
other than
tell you,
promote different
she
businesses
was
on the
genius
show.
about
what
that.
I heard was in the
Absolute
beginning.
genius.
She was.
And her husband is very smart
Absolutely.
as well.
The first season that she was on Housewives of Atlanta, she didn't get paid, and she said, "Okay."
Yeah, she told me that, yeah.
Most
but
of them
she
didn't.
understood business and she
Absolutely.
knew it was going to go somewhere.
Yeah,
and
but
she,
let me
Absolutely.
tell you something, Dr. Heavenly. A lot of these girls get on reality TV, and first season they don't get paid because that's how they do first season.
They pay you a little bit.
A little
Yeah.
bit, but not nothing. But they not making it work for them. Like they want to get on there, they want to stay on TV, and they want to listen. You have a sharp tongue, this and other, but you definitely promote your brand. And you
Absolutely.
definitely do.
Absolutely.
But if you were on there, hair pulling, fighting all week, every week.
No, I fight with my mouth. I mean, that's for the other ladies to
Yeah.
some of the other ladies to do.
But if you were doing that every single week and not pushing back to your brand, it would be detrimental to you to even be on that show because there's no growth. I've seen a lot of people on reality TV and there's no growth outside of that.
I think with reality TV, and this is just my philosophy, in order to get your foot in the door, especially because I wasn't there the first season, you have to show out in order to be a part of the show. Then now your name is out there, and then you can kind of pull back a little bit.
Right.
But initially, all these girls here, oh no, I'm coming for you. You know what I mean?
But that's sad though. Especially but you have to come for somebody, but you have to have something to back.
Absolutely, and I think that my resume backs up. If you look at it, Google me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we don't get into the hair pulling or stuff like that. That's why I'm trying to say this without saying it. Let me leave that. Let me think about that before I say it.
But no, I mean, I think that's a really good point. Like Dwight Eubanks is a good friend of mine, and when he first started going on Housewives of Atlanta, I kept telling him they should not just introduce
I didn't even
you.
know he did hair.
And that's my point. That's my point because he was always introduced as Nene's best friend, and I'd be on the phone
he was
with
a
him.
fashion guy.
Right? And I used to be on the phone with him saying they need to meet you at the salon. You're always in that office, and I don't know if that's because
Initially they did not show me as a dentist.
Is that something you pushed for?
I did. Actually,
And that's what
I asked for that. It wasn't in the contract, but it was verbally said. I was like, listen, I'm more than just a wife, because they're playing like we got 2 doctors and 3 wives or whatever it is. I'm like, dude, I'm not no wife. I'm doing this over here.
Right.
So, slowly but surely they show me more.
Yeah, because he was
office.
never in his salon. He was always Nene's tag-along friend. I'm like, Dwight, they need to film at the salon.
Because long after reality TV leaves, I'm still going to be a dentist.
Absolutely.
I don't know what everybody else doing, but at the end of the day, this shit can't last forever. It cannot. It cannot.
Every
Let's be real.
season has a season.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it could be over next season. You never know.
Yeah.
So let's get the most out of it. You know my name, Dr. Heavenly, and at that point, this show is over. You get PR. You in the magazines as being the #1 dentist in Atlanta. The people don't remember nothing that happened. I mean, they going to remember if your husband was gay or your husband cheated. They going to remember that. But they ain't going to remember really the stuff that I said. I don't think people even really remember none of that.
I mean, I heard a lot of the husbands is gay, but I ain't never.
Not on our show. Not on our show.
There was a lot in that, not in our show.
I mean,
I don't know about them other shows, but not in our show.
I don't know about that. But
Well,
I mean, let me hush. I really think that
people like to use it as what is our word, Craig?
Pejorative.
Yes, they like to use that, and they like to, especially when it's sensational. You use the word gay on TV, girl, and a straight man, honey, baby. That sensation is gonna go bananas.
Right. I think that's well. Let me hush. I don't know what the proper thing to say. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? But if a straight man is called gay, that's like bad, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
is.
they
It's very
offended.
bad.
Yeah, they're offended.
Listen, there are a lot of gay men
If you
that-
call me gay, I really wouldn't give a damn. I know what I like. You know what I mean?
You're right.
But before a man, like a man's ego is very soft.
Or if you call him a bitch, look like
Right.
most of them would be
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah.
But on
Man's
our
ego-
show, they call each other bitches, like the men.
But a man's
Hey,
ego
bitch.
is soft, and there are even gays that don't want to acknowledge that they're gay.
Right. I'm sure.
So you know, it's still like a dirty word that you use in the bathroom.
Right.
You're gay,
Right.
Craig. You're gay.
Now, do you get along with any women on any of the other shows? Like,
I know, I'm a homebody. You know, I live out here with y'all. I got 3 kids and 4 dogs and a husband. So I'm not
And
really
land.
out there 47
Hold on,
acres.
hold
But-
on.
how many?
47.
Acres.
But
Hold on, but
listen,
sister, we're gonna keep elaborate and land. And you ain't on the bus line.
No, we
you ain't on the bus
we
line.
okay, but I don't even really like to talk about that kind of stuff.
Coin, an evil house.
It's evil.
Sitting up on acres and rooms and square footage.
Okay. We've been very blessed.
I get tired of hoes talking about the area that we live in because we live on the outside. No, we don't live exactly in Atlanta, but we live on the side of Atlanta.
I like where I live, and my money's good anywhere.
Baba Shandarabosha.
So, what was the question?
I don't even remember. Did you get along with any of the other women on any other?
I know the ladies. Like, I get along. Like, I don't hang out, Yeah. But like, I would tell you, Cynthia's wonderful. I remember when we first started, I was in Miami with Lisa Nicole, and we couldn't get into an event. And Cynthia was like, "No, she's there with me. They're my Bravo sisters." And I was like, "Oh my God, Candy's wonderful. Yeah. She's promoted my business, Jackie business. I mean, she just that girl.
Right.
Portia, nice, bubbly. I'm telling you, I met them. They nice.
Do you still stay in touch with Lisa Nicole?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No. Just let it be.
I didn't say nothing. I
don't
just said
dig.
no.
Just let it be.
No.
Just don't let it.
I didn't say anything. I just said, oh, okay.
Okay. So, Dr. Heavenly, before we close this thing out, my love.
Okay.
In 5 years, where do you see yourself?
You know what? Somebody else asked me that, and they asked me in a different way, like, what was my dream? And I had to think about it, and I thought about it, and I said, I'm living it. I'll be doing the same thing I'm doing now. Maybe not reality TV, but definitely dentistry, making people beautiful. Because
it's your passion.
It's my passion. Yeah. It's my passion. They're doing some amazing things with dentistry. We're actually giving teeth. I have a relationship with a lab where I work with the guy who did extreme dental makeovers that we can give you a full mouth of implants the same day you come in. We make your teeth right there. We have the lab right there to do all of that. So some amazing things are going on in dentistry, and I'm very excited about it.
Dr. Heavenly, that's my mother.
Hey, darling, how are you? Good, nice to meet you.
Dr. Heavenly,
nice to meet you.
Married to Madison.
Very nice to meet you, sweetheart. Yeah. Thank you. Very nice to meet you.
Yes, and she prepared that spread over there, which we we're about to get off of this podcast and chew before your lipstick get on. And
sorry.
Well, we just want to tell you, we thank you so much for coming by doing our. Hold on, wait a minute, Mama. You know we gonna joke with you doing that, but I'm serious. But I'm serious.
About this radio show.
We thank you for coming by and doing the show or whatever.
It's been my pleasure, guys. I actually follow you guys. I see Funky Naniva on the thing, and it's funny. Like y'all go in, but I don't know.
Well, it ain't really about going in. This is what before when the show was in its.
Some of the stuff is like, but yeah.
But before when the show was in its first phase of it, it was raunch, it was racy. It was this.
Oh, so y'all don't do that no more. Well, I think that's where y'all got your most views. Like you could say what you want to, but that's what the people want because, like I do. I'm talking too much.
No,
I do a radio show with Jackie, and we don't get as many
I saw
views
that.
as Heaven Help Us. I'm trying to not do too much, but the people want the mess. And if you don't have the mess, they're not gonna watch it.
But the people want the mess, and sometimes the mess can be dangerous.
Oh, absolutely, I agree with that. You gotta give a damn. Now you can't just say any old damn thing.
So I get back out of the danger zone, people, because I still gotta work out here in the street. You gotta work out here in the street. You know what I'm saying? And like people that don't care, they don't mess their career all the way up, and they don't really care whether they feel comfortable being in a 200 square foot.
No, there's a subtext here. Go ahead.
200 square foot something. Girl,
I don't know who she's talking about, but
we don't. I don't either.
They do.
It's okay for you to go forward and mess up whatever little anything else that comes forward. That's not my swag. I push the envelope to the edge and then pull it back.
That's good. That's
just
smart.
to give you enough to read the letter when it's time for you to read the letter. I'm not gonna open the letter, pull the letter out, this and the other. That's not my swag because I got to work out here in these streets.
You know what? But the interesting thing about that is there's a thin line because sometimes you go up to that line and you right there and you cross it and not know you crossed it. So it's like you're gonna say something wrong eventually if you're doing this type of stuff. Yes. You're gonna offend some people.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think it's all in comedy. My whole thing is comedy is the truth, and it's gonna offend people. Right. I mean, that's just what it is.
But we're definitely gonna have some comedy tonight, are we not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But I want to ask you one other thing. So you started with them on the second season.
Absolutely.
Was there a moment where the heat, maybe you crossed over that line, and it just the backlash, and you were just like, oh, I don't know if I can do this?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. I've been right there.
Yeah.
And it depends on who you ask. Right. Like,
but I mean, you have never felt like,
I never
oh my God,
felt that way.
Yeah, okay.
I feel, sometimes I cringe when I see myself arguing with another woman. But no. I feel like as long as my family's good, I'm good. Like, I met these women on TV, and some of them I've grown to love. Don't get me wrong, and I love hard. I really do. But
what's your sign?
Scorpio. What's that bad? Bitch, get up. What is you doing? What is going on? Honey, don't be shy. That's good, right? They good people, right? That's what you trying to say?
Dear God in heaven.
We good people.
Jesus.
What's wrong with the Scorpio?
I'm a Libra, but I'm on the cusp, though. I'm the 22nd. Scorpio starts on the 23rd.
Okay, then you already there. I'm in there, though. So you already know.
Are you
November.
Jesus in the name.
Yes. I don't know what's wrong with her.
I don't either. I mean,
but I'm a great person, and I love hard, and I'm very passionate about the people I love. But if I don't give a fuck about you, you gonna know it.
When that stinger comes out.
But you know, if I the people I do. If I don't, I don't. And it very rarely changes. You know. So
have there been any instances where your kids, or maybe your daughter, because she's the youngest, right? Have there ever been any instances where she's like, Mom, why do you have to do that? Where maybe it affected her? You being
I don't
TV?
allow my daughter to watch the show. She's on it, but she doesn't really watch it. And you know, and she goes to school with a lot of people that
do
you know,
watch
like
it.
Like big boy kids, candy kids. So it's not really a big deal that she's
because their parents are
right. That she's even on it, so they don't not the money, but the exposure. Yeah.
So I have one last question.
Anything.
Do you like Andy Cohen?
I do. He's a very nice guy. I mean, from what I know, I don't know the man, but he's very nice to me. He's always been nice.
You don't think that he starts stuff with?
That's his job. I start stuff.
All right.
That's his job. Right?
Because Titus came over there and towed him up.
Who is Titus? I don't know.
He's an actor. He was on.
He came on Andy's Cohen show.
Yeah.
Tow him up how? Saying what?
Well, because he came there to promote the movie Dolomite. There's Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy in. And Andy took a little dig.
He was trying to
make him say some derogatory things about Eddie Murphy.
Because supposedly in the past, Eddie Murphy had issues with gay people, and so Andy was like, well, did you have any issues with him on the set? He said, I don't, and Titus was like, well, I've never heard of anything like that. He was lovely to me, so don't try to do that, girl.
Right, and that's how I feel about Andy. He's been lovely to me.
Right.
So I don't have any issues.
I've never had a...
And like I say, when you're in that kind of position and you say things, some things are going to offend people just based on, look at Wendy Williams. I mean, come on, love her.
Wendy, listen, Wendy was on the radio, Wendy was a beast, but she had to clean it up for TV.
And it's clean a little bit, but my whole thing is now that she's going through what she's going through, to me, she's softer. That's my opinion.
She did feel a little softer to me when she came back.
She thinks a little bit more before she says some of the stuff she
softer.
says, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think she kind of trying to get back to it.
Well,
she
I
did
think
get a
that's
little softer.
When you've been through stuff, it's hard to really, go all the way.
I'm going to tell you this. I think Bill Cosby probably was sitting in that prison cell thinking, because she let him have it. Every chance she got.
She's letting everybody have it.
I think that Bill Cosby is a legend. I mean, you really can't take that from him. I don't know about the other stuff. And all this stuff is a legend in my mind, unless you can prove it. People say things that are not true all the time. So, you never know what's true and what's not. That's my thought.
Girl, but the white women's done been falling all out about them Rufus is putting them sodas and stuff.
In the what?
In them sodas.
And I have an opinion on that. I think that a lot of those women knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they came. Listen,
but it's interesting how when you can get to a politics to be a vice president or president of the United States and nobody ever says shit about nothing, and then when you get to a place where I'm about to be president, he touched my breath, he smelled my hair,
everything is definitely based off of race and skin tone.
I mean, not only that, by status, because they did that to Joe Biden. He's a white man.
Right.
You smelled my hair. You did this, that, and the other. You grabbed my coochie.
Well, if any one of those grabbed my coochie, believe you me, there's a coin involved. So those white women that was going over getting that Jell-O pudding popped, they came there to be popped. And I'm going to say this, and this is going to be real bad, and then we cutting it off.
Cut it off now. Cut it off now.
Those R. Kelly girls, a lot of them brought that coochie to that man. He's not innocent in no way, because as a grown man, you should know what to do with a child.
Right.
But y'all grown ass mammies and stuff need to have y'all lock and key on them kids, and a lot of those grown ass mammies.
Do you not blame some of the parents? Because they
That's
know
what
it
I'm
was.
saying.
Yeah.
Y'all grown ass mammies bringing them.
Oh, you
kids
say
over
mammies,
there.
you mean the mother?
Yeah, taking them children over there talking about R. Kelly because y'all had a motive.
Because y'all thought he was gonna be a star like Aaliyah or somebody.
But
Yeah.
there was something in it for those women. Like there's a couple that has a business because of the money that he put out there.
Disgusting.
There was something, and I think that's what the media.
They should go to jail with him.
There was something on both sides. Listen, you weren't getting nothing for nothing. You got cars, you got houses, you got bags, you got shoes. Whatever it was that you value is what you got for it.
Isn't that how it always is? Once I'm getting the money, I'm fine. But when it cuts off and you give into a new trick, then I got a problem.
And I'm offended and my feelings hurt.
Right, and you raped me and you did this and you did that and I didn't approve it. Like I say, anything could be true, it may not be true. When I hear something on TV or on radio or even the news,
you question
maybe it's true, maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Even
Listen.
CNN, you going about what somebody said.
And when we're discussing just like tonight, and this is what's the difference, and I have to, this is the difference now to the format of our show, Craig. Mm-hmm. Before it was put out as if it was true. Mm-hmm. Now the format of my show is we hear it, we just discussing it.
Right.
Because before, with my former co-host, it was very much so, well, the people said, and this, and you, and we, and they stood on that. Like, they stood on.
You talking about that my neck, my back shit?
They stood on nasty rumors. They stood on stuff. Kept me and kept
What's
me.
her name?
We don't know. We can't remember.
I forget. No.
No evil. Hear no evil.
We can't remember.
It's my neck, my back chick.
It's an old cheap.
Y'all know that Saturday Lady known by that song.
It's an old cheap ass car. Suzuki. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I ain't got no problem with nobody, y'all.
And you don't.
Praise Jesus.
Suzuki. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This was our show. This was our podcast. Please make sure you're subscribed to our podcast. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, all places where you can, wherever you find Craig's podcast, you can find Craig, where they can find our podcast.
Yes, it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, TuneIn, even on YouTube.
Yes,
so wherever
SoundCloud,
you can listen, just Google Queen Supreme Court Podcast.
That's right.
And So Much to Say podcast.
All right, I knew that was coming. Selfless plug. All right, Dr. Heavenly. Thank you so much for doing our show.
Thank you for having me. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
Please tell the people out there where they can find you if they can.
Oh, definitely. I'm at dr_heavenly on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find me at my website, drheavenly.com. You can find my business at Smiles by Dr. Heavenly. We give your smile a heavenly touch.
Yes, listen.
That's nice.
So, in other words, if your mouth fucked up, Dr. Heavenly will take that thing.
That is not what I'm saying.
But make sure you got your money, because she ain't taking too many insurances.
Ambetter is definitely one. All right, y'all. Child, we are at it again, honey. And this time, we're taking the Queen's Supreme Court live show down to the Riviera Maya in Mexico. Now, girl, y'all already know how we went down there to the Dominican Republic last year and tore them people down. Baby, we let the Dominican Republic have it, baby. Mexico, it's y'all turn, and y'all better get ready. Mark your calendars. July 10th through the 15th. You need to rush over there to www.qscvacations.com. That's qscvacation.com to get your tickets. Everything is included, baby. Food, drinks, and lodging, girl. All you got to do is get there. So come on. Don't meet me there, bitch. Beat me there. Down to the bar in Mexico. Yes, God, honey.